Hare Krishna. Welcoming you all to this Bhagavad Gita 18 days course. Today is fourth day. Very interesting. Each day is going to be very interesting, provided you attend all the days. Otherwise, suddenly you just come today, you will not get the link, So everything is like one step, the next step, then the third step, like that it goes. Okay. So all these things we learn from ISKCON. So we have come to the temple, ISKCON temple. So let us pay our obeisances. Let us pray. Pray is not asking more. Just give us, good intelligence to be in the class. Let us attend all the 18 days course. Let God need not give us any trouble or no obstacles, nothing. So let us be healthy. Let us have no problems, and God's grace should be there, that we should be able to attend all the 18 days course. So I'm just saying one time Mahamantra. You all just do it in your mute button. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. For Pranati, if anybody is interested, you can raise hand. I'll give a chance. Otherwise, I'll just start immediately. I'll start. Om Namo Sujata Mathaji. Yes, Sujata Mathaji, please go ahead. I'll just unmute you. Yes, go ahead, Mathaji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeyaham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurganavashnavamsya Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Sabudhatam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dhikam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalitha Shri Vishakhantam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastuti Sapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishvanusuti Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalputarabhasya Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Jagatpitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Krishna Nama Purase Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadharaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Vishesha Shunyavadi Bhaktadeshatari Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktavyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Bol.
Hey Krishna, nice Mataji, very nice. I mean, this is not the first time you're attending, right? You already done earlier this level 1 course. Hare Krishna. You went on mute again. 1 minute. Yeah, you're doing for the second time, third time?
Yes, Mataji, third time.
Very nice, very nice. You really did very well. No mistake, nothing, and with barabar, proper tune. Very nice. So you can take up in, if you're interested, you can take part in the shloka also. Okay. So we have come to this 18 days course. Understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. It's a basic level 1. Okay. And then today we are going to learn 4th chapter. And what is the title of that? Jnana Yoga. Yesterday what we learned? Yesterday 3rd chapter was Karma Yoga. We learned what is karma, what is vikarma, what is akarma, so many karma. You may those people who are new must have got little confused. Don't worry, we'll keep on repeating. Hare Krishna, my again problem is there in my internet. Hare Krishna, I got a message, so I came to know. So whatever we are learning, it will be repeated in most of the verses. It will be like a repetition. So you don't get bewildered like, yesterday I learned, today I forgot. Nothing like that. You will remember when you do the next lessons. Okay, so today we are going to learn Jnana Yoga. What is Jnana? It is a knowledge. So we are going to gain knowledge, and through knowledge show bhakti. The ultimate, our basic understanding is what? To show bhakti towards Lord. So how to do bhakti? Ektokal karma, we learned that. How to do karma, how to do action to develop our bhakti. And today, how to develop jnana. What is the jnana? The knowledge to improve our bhakti, transcendental knowledge. Yes, so based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, Avicharan Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society of Krishna Consciousness. So yesterday's quick recap. Arjuna is asking whether should I renunciate everything, just go somewhere and sit idle and just do japa, that meditation. Should I do that or do action? Tell me one, just single one word. You tell me what should I do. I don't want to do all this, your lectures and all. Then I get confused. So Arjuna says that's ekam vada. Say only one word. Then should I do? What should I do? That's all. Then Nishkama Karma Yoga is better than Jnana Yoga. Means what? Nishkama means not for our sake. We are going to whatever job we do, whatever work we do, whatever we do, even breathing ho, khana ho, whatever we do, everything should be an obeisance to Lord. We have to offer Him and think of Him and do our work. So that is called Nishkama. And the opposite of Nishkama is Sakama. You may come that that word will be repeated somewhere. Sakama is doing only for our sake. So this is Nishkama is doing for the Lord. It is greater than Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga is what? Just gaining knowledge. What you are doing here in Bhagavad Gita class, we are just learning knowledge. Each chapter is telling us something, we are just learning. It is not like any ordinary course, what we do in this material world. Just, join some course, 7 days course, 18 days course, completed all the 18 days, you got certificate, keep it, frame it, that's all. It is not this. This is not that sort of a course. This is something we have to inculcate. Whatever we have learned, we have to apply it in our life and we have to improvise. So Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga is only, actually Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga is about God only. We are going to learn. It's not Jnana, but Jnana Kanda nahi hai. Jnana Yoga. So about God only we are going to learn. But that is, Nishkama Karma is anytime better than Jnana Yoga. Niyatam Kuru Karma. Niyatam means you need to do karma, but niyatam kuru, towards Lord, whatever you are doing, we have to keep on repeating, doing that. Then karma kanda to karma yoga. Karma kanda is just doing action for our sake, just as a duty we do. From that, you elevate yourself to karma yoga. Whenever that yoga comes, it is always attached to, you thinking of Lord and doing that action. That is called yoga. It can be jnana yoga, karma yoga, whatever it be. So this is karma kanda from karma. Earlier, before joining the Bhagavad Gita class, we were all karma kandis only. Means we are just doing eat, sleep, enjoy. I mean, we were doing that. But now we have learned, no, there's one more thing, which we have to adhere to. And what is that? We have to think of Lord, because from Him we have come. We are learning every day. We learn so many important points. So we need to follow that. So karma kanda too, we have to elevate ourselves to karma yoga. Pravartatim chakram means what? Pravartitam chakram. Otherwise, what? We will be in that vicious cycle of birth and death. We'll keep on repeating in this. This birth and death will be repeated. Then lead by example. You set an example. I mean, you be an example. You'll be following somebody. You should also be an example for the followers. We may not know who is following us. There are so many people watching us. We may not know. So always we should set an example. That is yad yad acharati sreshtaha. Then greatest enemy. What is that? Having too much of attachment towards the material objects. Not only object, materially made man, woman, everything is attachment only. Anything other than God, godly related, it is all greatest enemy only. So you have Vairinam. Vairinam is enemy. So today what are we going to learn? Transcendental knowledge about Krishna. What is transcendental? Is that it's about godly knowledge about Krishna we are going to learn. Basically, it is like we are going to learn when happy birthday about Bhagavad Gita ka happy birthday. Is what I tell children. They get interested. They get excited when I say happy birthday. Then they get excited. Oh, when is Bhagavad Gita ka happy birthday this? So, evam parampara praptam. It comes through a parampara system. So, one guru is teaching to a disciple. That disciple becomes a guru. He teaches to his another disciple. So, it comes as a parampara system, and that parampara system only we are following. So, the matter is very authentic. There's nobody has put any other, the explanation into it. It is as God has said. The same thing is been followed through parampara system. Then divine nature of Krishna. Janma karma chame divyam. God's janma, God's karma. What is that? God is coming into this earth. So he's not taking birth. He's only taking an avatar. So he's coming into this world, right? So we should be knowing why he is coming, when he is coming, for what purpose, and knowing that that God is taking an avatar and he's coming. He's taking a form and coming. Not necessarily he has to take a human form. He takes the form of a fish, or a boar, or that Narsimha avatar, that half lion and half human. Like so many, when you read Bhagavatam, there are plenty of other. The main is only 10, but in Bhagavatam they given in detail. Many avatars are there. So we should be knowing the janma and karma, what God does and how he takes form and comes into this world. So why is he coming? That is also given in this chapter. So we'll be learning that. So once we know about that, we will be relieved of this vicious circle. And Krishna is the goal of all paths and the creator of Varnashrama system. We will be reading the Varnashrama also about exactly. Ye yatamam prapadyante. One should know about this, how to avoid this repetition of janma karma. So only when you know about Krishna, you will be out of that vicious circle. Then karma yoga. Karmanyo hyapi bodhavyam. This is very important. You should know what karma we are doing, whether akarma or normal karma or vikarma. All these things, you should be very careful. Yesterday also we said, to know what karma we are doing is very important. Unknowingly, if we do it, see, if we don't attend all this Bhagavad Gita class, I'm telling myself also, if I had not attended this ISKCON Bhagavad Gita class, I would have not known what is akarma, vikarma, I won't know. Just in general, what they say, don't steal, okay, don't speak lies, okay, that's all we know. But no, there are so many other things, intricacies are there, we should know. So when you know all that, we will be following it, and there will be no obstacles, no punya, no papa. Earlier we were not knowing. Punya karya is very nice. We were thinking that no, even with punya karya, you get a rebirth. So we are not supposed to get punya as well as papa. So that is what we had learned yesterday also. It will be continued here. Then sacrifices, yajna, what we do as a sacrifice to the Lord, lead to transcendental knowledge. So you develop a knowledge to have devotion towards the Lord. So that is also yajna. Doing yajna is also very important. So jnana yajna parantapa. So yajna is not exactly like putting something, offering in the fire. It's not like that. Jnana yajna is also there. Jnana yajna is what? Learning scriptural studies for the sake of to please the Lord. The means of attaining transcendental knowledge. How to attain this jnana. So today's chapter is only about jnana. About jnana means the knowledge. We are going to learn how to develop this knowledge only by tat vidhi pranipatena. Seek a spiritual master and learn. So we here, after coming to ISKCON, you need not go and seek. The system is made in such a way that people are knocking at your door and saying, yes, I've come, learn. After this, you learn this. After this, you learn this. Earlier days, we used to go and say, which guru is good, which guru is good and whom should we follow. We had that question. But after coming to ISKCON, it's such a big platform. It's very easy for us. And people will just hold your hand and take you forward. After this 18 days course, immediately there will be a level 2. You can continue level 1. Like Mathaji said, she is doing for the 3rd time. Very interesting to do 18 days course. Each one will have their own experience. See, I will have my experience. My way of teaching will be different. NND Prabhuji used to teach earlier. He will have different. He has a lot of experience. His way of explanation will be different. Many other Matajis are there, Prabhujis are there. Each one you should be able, you should attend and you will gain knowledge. After this, what? Level 2 is there, level 3, level 4, level 5, so many are there. I'm also a student. I'm in level 6 now. I've just completed some 2 weeks back. I cleared my L5 very proudly. I can say that I cleared. And I'm also a student. That is what I wanted to tell you that I am also a student. We are all learning and doing this teaching work, or admin people who are doing admin work. We are all doing like a service to the Lord. Yes. So we need to tat vidhi pranipatan with humble mind. We should be learning all the scriptures and all through a proper parampara system, that guru who has come through a proper parampara system. Yes. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga Atha Chaturto Adhyaya. Chaturto means fourth. Mostly I think people will know who speak Hindi and all, they may know. Okay. History of Bhagavad Gita we are going to. Is there anybody raising an online? Today it's already late, no? I'll finish. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyayam Vivasvan Manave Praha Manu Ikshvakave Abravit. The God says, personality of Godhead Lord Shri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to Sun God Vivasvan. So actually, till yesterday or till 1 second earlier, what we were thinking is like God is telling all this Bhagavad Gita, he is teaching to Arjuna just some 5,000 years ago. No, he has already said this imperishable jnana, imperishable knowledge to Vivaswan, to the sun God. So can you imagine how many years before, how many, not only years, we have that chart and all today. Whoever is very good in maths can actually do the calculation part. So imperishable, this imperishable science has been said to sun god Vivaswan. First, like the first student of Krishna is Vivaswan. He has spoken Bhagavad Gita to Vivaswan. He is the sun god, okay. And Vivaswan instructed it to Manu. And who is this Manu? Is the first mankind, the first man from whom we have all come. We have evolved and we have come as a human being. So he's called Manu. From that Manu word, Manusha, Manu, or what we say, Manus, and we say in the Marathi way. So like that, Manus. Then he is the father of mankind, yes, given here. And the Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku is what? His son, who had become the ruler. He was a king. So he had told his son, Ikshvaku. And then it went on like that. He was telling his son or something, it went on like that. So till a certain period, it was followed like that. And afterwards, what happened, we'll learn here. 4.2. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo vidu sata leneha mahata yogo nashtaha parantapa. As nashtaha means what? It got lost. It seems it got lost. What he says, this supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood it in that way. Vivaswan is telling to Manu. Manu is telling to his son Ikshvaku. Ikshvaku is telling to another his son or somebody. So the parampara system had already started. But in between, what happened was it appeared as if it got lost. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. It didn't get erased or something. The chain got broken. Yeah. 1 minute. Where is it? So now so let us know what is disciplic succession. So this is the Gaudiya Vaishnava personalities given here. Srila Prabhupada for Guru here is Saraswati Thakur, and his guru, like that we have parampara system. All these names are given in the next slide. We'll go. Yeah, so 4 types of Vaishnavas. Who are Vaishnavas? All Krishna devotees are all called Vaishnavas. Even you are also Vaishnava, I am also Vaishnava. Because we have accepted Krishna as our God. We are all praying God, Hare Krishna Nama Japa. We are doing with full-heartedly. So we are all become Krishna's devotees. And we are all called Vaishnava. So Lord Krishna. So now, parampara system, how it starts, I will say. I know there are 4 types of Vaishnavas. One is Brahma. See, these 4 types are there. Very little difference will be there. Ultimately, aim is what? To reach God, to reach his abode. But little, putting tilak, hoga, yeah, some small here and there will be difference. But otherwise, what? The goal, ultimate goal is what? To reach the Lord. Whatever we are doing, ultimately, we need to reach the Godhead. So, Brahma Sampradaya is from Krishna. Brahma has learnt, and from that lineage, whoever comes, whoever has followed that path, that is called Brahma Sampradaya. Then Lakshmi ji, she learned Sampradaya, and people who are following her will be called Shri Sampradaya. Then Shiva also, followed the same principles, and whoever is following Shiva became Rudra Sampradaya. Then Sanak Sampradaya, Sanat Kumars are there. So whoever is following that, Sanak Sampradaya. So who were the people who are following? See, this is the difference I said, Dvaita philosophy, Visishta Dvaita philosophy, Shuddha Dvaita philosophy, and Dvaita Dvaita philosophy. Now, what is that? It is too much of technical, which we need not have to bother. And this will not be taught to you at all. This I had just, for my understanding, I just checked in the Google. So I got some details. So I just put, it won't be of any use later, but then it's better to have some more extra knowledge. So I had written this. Yeah. So this Dvaita, one is very simple. That is Dvaita. One is Advaita is there. Advaita means what? They say God and the human being and God will merge after a certain level. Do so much of bhakti, so much of bhakti. At one stage, you get merged with the Lord. For them, that is called Advaita. We never talk of that philosophy at all. We always talk of philosophy of Dvaita philosophy. What is the Dvaita? Dvaita is two different forms. God will always remain a God, and we human being will always remain a human being. And what is our main object? What is the main purpose of our being born here? To be the servitor of the Lord forever. Even if you are elevated, you are going to God's abode. You moksha mil gaya, you go there. And after going there, what? You can't be sitting along with him, kandhe pe haath dal ke. No, you can't do that. There also, like Hanuman, you have to be, very humbly sit and wait. What order? Ramji will give some order, and Hanuman is ready to take the order, and he's ready to do it. So that is like we will always remain the servitor of the Lord wherever we are. Whatever we do here, japa and all that, the same thing will be doing in the this God's abode also. That is called Goloka Vrindavan. Slowly we will go take those details also. So this is, but we don't talk about that. Ours is Dvaita philosophy. Means, for an example, we are all born out of mother's womb, right? So mother is still full. We are also full. We don't become, we have become full. Mother has become half. No. From mother, we all came. So is she lost anything? No, she is still remaining full. Not only one child. Those days, 10 children, 20 children will be there. Still, the mother will always remain as she was earlier before. But we'll all be there. So the same concept, like we all come from the Lord. So Lord will still remain full, and we will all be the servitor of the Lord. So that is what is called Dvaita philosophy. And then Visishta Dvaita, it is still more little different, it will be there. Then Shuddha Dvaita and Dvaita Dvaita. And what are their names? The people who have followed. One is Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya follows the Dvaita philosophy through Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma is taken from Krishna. You can see the chart. And this is Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya, you may find all these names in South India. They follow the Visishta Dvaita philosophy, and they have taken from Lakshmiji's, they have taken this philosophy, and they follow that. And this is one Nimbakacharya, I think I'm unable to see. Oh no, last is Nimbakacharya. Ye kya hai? Vishnu Swami, I think Vishnu Swami, yeah. Sorry, Vishnu Swami. Hare Krishna. Yeah, Vishnu Swami, and he was following Shuddha Dvaita philosophy from Lord Shiva. And again, Lord Shiva had learned everything, got the philosophy from Lord Krishna. And this is Dvaita. He is Nimbakacharya. I think these followers are there mostly in North India. And this is taken from 4 Kumaras, which is called Sanak Sampradaya. And again, this all branched out from Lord Krishna only. Maybe after a period, small difference, I said a little difference of how to follow a system. They will have a separate set of duties, little different, or putting a tilak will be different. Only that will be the difference. Okay, this is a Sampradaya part. Now, Acharya and disciple. That is what we are going to see here. From Krishna, Brahma has learned, and from Brahma, Narada has learned. From Narada, Vyasa, from Madhva and Madhva. So this is the names. These are the names of all the Acharyas, okay? Who has taught to the other person? Madhavendra Puri has taught to Ishwara Puri has taught to Lord Chaitanya, Sarupa, Raghunatha, all this. It comes in order. So our 32nd Acharya is our Prabhupada, Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Prabhupada. He is the 32nd Acharya. Unka pehle ka, his guru's name is Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. His guru is Gora Kishora. So if you check on the net, you may get some, I think Vyasa Tirtha and Lakshmipati, Madhavendra Puri. Yeah, definitely from Madhavendra Puri, you'll get all the details. There are many people who have written about Madhavendra Puri, Ishwara Puri, Lord Chaitanya, Rupa, Raghunatha, Krishna Dasa. All these details you will get. They have written so many songs and what their pastimes and all the stories will be available. I'm not very sure about these. If you people can get those details, it is good. Like you can learn more. So these are the parampara system. Okay, one guru is teaching the disciple, then the disciple becomes guru and he teaches another disciple. Okay. So Arjun gets a doubt. He's saying, then how come you're my contemporary? He looks like as young as Arjuna, but he's saying I have taught to sun god. That means you should be looking old, no? He still looks so young and all. How can that be possible? So you belong to the same time as if you're as good young as me. So God says that is the thing. Why he's God? He's so different. He's different. That's why he's God. He's not like us. Say evayam maya te adya yoga prokta puratanaha bhakto asime saka cheti rahasyam etaduttamam. I want to tell that secret to you, he's saying. That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because you are my devotee. Why he has selected only Arjuna to tell all these things? Because Arjuna is his best devotee, is pure-hearted, he's very devoted to Lord Krishna. Though he is his cousin only, but he has a lot of respect for him and he knows Krishna is God. Simple. He knows Krishna is God. He will never disobey Krishna. Whatever Krishna says, he will listen that way. So he is best friend of Krishna as well as he is a devotee also and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. That's why he's telling the secret now. Now he's going to tell the secret. How come he has taught all these things to Vivaswan long back and how now the same age, he looks like of the same age of Arjuna. So he's going to tell that secret. Now comes this is Brahma's life. Okay. Now, whoever is very good in calculation, Rukmini Devi is there any Rukmini Devi in our class? Abacus student, they can do all this calculation. Okay. So 1 second of Brahma. Okay, it is compared with our human years. Okay, this will do Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. Yesterday I said in one screen it had come, no? One slide it was there. So there are 4 yugas. We are at present in Kali Yuga. Before this, there was the Dwapara Yuga, and before that, there was Treta Yuga and Satya Yuga. Now, what are their human years? Human years is whatever the 365 days is 1 year. That is what calculation we do. No? So as per that, it takes Kali Yuga will get over. The total Kali Yuga period is 4,32,000 years only. So how many years has passed in Kali Yuga? Only 5,121. 21. 5,121 years is only passed. Still many years to go. Already we are seeing all calamities and pollution and everything. So we can imagine at the end of 4,31,999 years, mein wo kya halat hoga. So who wish to be in this world, in this bad world? Nobody wants to be here. We all have to escape from this jail and go to Godhead. And then what is for this? Dwapara Yoga period is double than for Kali Yuga. 4,32,000 into 2, 8,64. And Treta Yuga had the period of 4,32 into 3 times, that is 12,96. And Satya Yuga was 4,32 into 4 times. It was the biggest. So all these yugas together, we say Chatur Yuga. So much you can retain. At least I can retain only so much. The next slide will be still bombarding. So 1 second of Brahma is what? Our 1 lakh human years. When we complete 1 lakh human years, Brahma ka 1 second is over. The next second, 3rd second. So 1 lakh years we have to pass. So 1 minute of Brahma is 60 seconds. No. So 60 into 1 lakh. That is 60 lakhs. Human years is 1 minute. 1 hour of Brahma is again 60. So 3,600 lakhs years. Now after that, I won't know the zeros and all. So 1 day of Brahma is 1 daytime. Okay, daytime of Brahma is 1 hour into 12 hours. So 4,320. This is 1 day of 43,20,000 years. And this is also 43,20,000 years is 1 day and 1 night. So the total is what? 86,400. 86,400,000 years is 24 hours. So much is his 1 day. And what is the lifetime of Brahma? He is alive for only 100 years. Okay, so therefore 1 month of Brahma is into 30, so many. So therefore 1 year into, that is 12 months, so many years. Then therefore life of Brahma is 100 years. So he will live as per our calculation, as per what 365 we calculate, no? So according to that, it will be 3110400000000 years. Then Brahma will die. Yes, Brahma will die. He's also a person like us only. So he will die. For him, it will be 100 years. But in our calculation, in human years, it will be so many years. Okay, whoever is, what is that? Calculation mein pandit hai, they will understand. Not me. At least I don't understand. So this is the part. From down we can start. Kali Yuga is so small period. Then there's a junction from Dwapara Yuga to Kali Yuga. There will be a period like we have in daytime, and when the night passes, you know, even at night, no, evening, Sandhya Kal we say, no, evening goes and the night is about to come. So that is a junction period is there. So every period, this changes, we'll have a junction. In the morning also we have the same thing. So like that, each Yuga also we have some few years which will be a junction year. Okay. So Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, Satya Yuga. All 4 Yugas together, it is named as Divya Yuga or Chatur Yuga, you can see. So like that, how many Chatur Yugas will be there? 71 Chatur Yugas will make what? 1 Kalpa. Kalpa means what? 1 day of Brahma. So Brahma will have like this, all 4 Yugas, 71 times will be his 1 day time. 1 day time, not night. Okay, not full day. Only 1 day, 1 day time. Plus one more, the same, the calculation, it will be 1 full day. What is that? Day plus night will be that. So like that, it will be so many billion years and all they put. 14 manvantras plus 50. Kalpa is that 1 day time. Then 2 kalpas will be one full day. So how many manvantras are there? 14 manvantras. And in between there will be 15 sandhyas. That is an in between, I said, no, that way. So there will be so many lakhs and, millions, not lakhs, millions of them. So at this time, what happens is after each day, see how we go to sleep, right? We go to sleep at night. And what do you realize after when you go to sleep, it is all, everything is done. You don't know where you're sleeping, nothing. You'll be in your own world. Sometimes if you get deep sleep, you don't get any the dream. Once you're like partially sleeping, then you, after that, the first 2-3 hours after that, when you go to sleep, you get some dream and other things. So this Brahma's that period when he goes to sleep, and the next time when he goes to sleep, Brahma ka, whenever the night comes, it will be all will be animated because he's sleeping. So for us also, you can imagine that way. When we sleep, for us everything is gone. We are all in a different world. The no world exists. We won't know even we are alive. So we are in that stage. The same stage happened to all of us. When Brahma's 1 day gets over, when his night comes, everything will be gone to unmanifested stage. Again, when his day comes, everything will be manifested. Everything will be come to light. So this is not pralay. What we say, no, pralay aagya. No, this is not pralay. When he completes 100 years, then the total devastation, that is called annihilation. This is a partial annihilation. Partial creation and partial devastation. One night to another night. Yeah. So this is a lot of calculation. This will not come to you in any of your exams or anything. It's only for understanding, because this given in one of the purpose. So we have to teach you. You should know, like, this is that. Otherwise, what will happen? No, there nothing was taught to us, you may say, no. So that's why it is taught. So don't get bewildered like, oh God, who will remember all this calculation? It will not be asked. What will be asked, I'll tell you. Only that you remember. Okay. So life of Brahma is what? From one creation, he has created, and full 100 years, 100 years hoga, so full devastation. From creation to devastation is 100 years. Okay, that much is enough for this. And present, 7th Manu, 7th Vaivaswata Manu is the ruling. 28th Chatu, we are in the 28th out of 71 Chatur Yuga, we are in the 28th Chatur Yuga. And one Satya Yuga is gone, Treta Yuga is gone, Dwapara Yuga is also gone, and Kali Yuga, we are in the 5120th. Over. We are in the 5121st year of Kali Yuga. Even this will not come in for your quiz, okay? One more slide to go. Okay, let's see what is. So present life of Brahma is what? Brahma is already past 50 years. So many trillion years have passed. Then 6 manvantras are over. 27 cycles of Chaturigas are over. And after 27 cycles, In the next cycle, may Satya Yuga is over, Treta Yuga over, Dwapara Yuga over. That means 9 into 432,000, 432,000 years are over. And now in time elapsed in Kali Yuga, 5,121 years also. I mean, we are in that year, 21, 5,121 years. So still long way to go for the devastation to happen. So, oh God, what is this? Life of Brahma? 155.522 trillion years, our earthly years. Okay, so when was Gita? This is what we had started. So when was Gita spoken to sun god? 27, all this calculation. Accepting that before the birth of Manu, the Gita was spoken by the Lord to his disciple, sun god Vivaswan. Definitely, no, because God, Bhagavad Gita was told first to sun god. Then he told to Manu. So definitely before the birth of Manu, it was told. So rough estimate, Gita was spoken 120 million years ago to Vivaswan. Our scriptures are so old. We are learning such old Bhagavad Gita. We are learning 120 million years ago. They all learned. Life of Manu comes to 120 point. Okay. So Gita came on earth is 2 million years ago. This all we need not have to again go through. Already half gone now. Oh, this I had to change. It was started with 17, now it has become 21. Okay, so 2 million. This may come in your quiz. Gita came on earth how many years ago? Yeah, they will give some option. Just remember it is 2 million years ago. Don't say 5,000. I think the answer will be given 5,000 most to confuse us. 5,000 is only when he has taught to Arjuna. Arjuna was this just one the before, before Kali Yuga, he was there. So it is only Arjuna. It was told to Arjuna only 5,000 years back, but Gita came on earth long back, 2 million years ago. Out of all this chart. Okay, Hare Krishna. Ajo pisan avyayatma bhutanam ishwaro pisan prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavami atma mayaya. Although I am unborn, see, he is not born, God is not born, then we are not born. See, Bhagavan is Satchit Ananda, we are also Satchit Ananda. What is Sat? We are all Satya. We are the true. We are all, as a living being, as a soul, we are always there. I mean, we are Satya, then Chit, we are always eternally, we are there. We are eternal, and then Ananda. Our soul is what? It is always happy. So God ka jaisa Satchit Anand, we say, we are all part and parcel of the Lord. Even we have that same quality, but the quality will be same, but only the quantity will be very less, as a drop in the ocean. So if you take a drop of the ocean, you taste it, it will be as salty as the entire ocean. The entire ocean ka kahan se milega? It will be salty only. So if you compare God with a ocean, so I mean that's one drop of the ocean water will also be as salty as the entire ocean. So the quality, we all have the same quality of the Lord, but only the quantity will be very less. Even we have strength, we can lift 10 kilos, 20 kilos. God may lift everything. So that is only difference. He has a lot of strength, lot of beauty, lot of, I mean, very famous and all that. We have little of all that. So God says, though he is born, he keeps taking birth. Now this here it is shown as Devaki and Nanda. Nanda Baba, what do you say? Devaki and Nanda Baba they say. So although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. He comes in this form, but again changes himself to a small baby form, and he remains a baby for them. But whoever understands him as God, because his feats are like that. So many demons, he just kills them, and he does lifts a mountain, all these feats they do. I mean, he has done it. So people who can understand will understand. Oh, he has got some supernatural powers. They may be thinking like that. But he has the same quality as a normal form. But here normal form it is shown as 400 form. So he cannot be born like that, right? So he takes the form of a small child, and they say darshan. Yes, so he comes in his original transcendental form. Yeah. So this is the famous shloka everybody must be knowing. So earlier one is what? When Gita came in, okay. Then what we learned? How does Krishna appear? That is what we learned. Now, when does Krishna appear? So, yada yada hi dharmasya. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijami aham. Means wherever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise in irreligion, at that time I descend myself. Wherever there is irreligion is too much, there's absolutely all chaos. Then he comes and he takes an avatar and he comes and he sets right everything. So he comes whenever there is a irreligion is more and people don't follow the religious practice, the decline of religious practice is less, then he comes, he takes a form and he comes. So yada yada hi dharmasya, you should always remember. I think everybody must be familiar with this shloka, right? The next also is famous only. Why does Krishna appear? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. Each millennium I keep coming, I will come and what? I will destroy vinashaya cha dushkritam. I will destroy all the bad people, whoever is demonic qualities. Like yahan pe Kamsa, he is destroying his own uncle. So he had that bad quality. Not necessarily a demon means not exactly like they will have horns and they will have that devilish look and all that. No. In the present yuga, we all, our behavior itself, we have demonic qualities as well as good qualities also, which is again, said in Bhagavad Gita. We'll come to that chapter and we will come to know, oh, these are all demonic qualities we have. So we are all demons. We may think like that. So we have to remove all those qualities and develop good qualities. So paritranaya sadhunam. Sadhunam means what? Who are all devotees, I will protect them. So how Krishna comes, why does he come? Krishna comes to paritranaya sadhunam. Whoever are his devotees, he will come to protect them. And vinashayata dushkritam. All the people who are there's demonic qualities, he will destroy them. And dharma samsthapanataya, he will, all the religion should be kept intact and people should start following the religion. And sambhavami yuge, I keep appearing on millennium after millennium to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. I myself appear millennium after millennium. So he has to come and do the correction. Like in market and all, they say, no, too much of up and down, a correction comes and everything will be falling flat. Again, the market will go up. Talking about the trading market, I've heard all this, the wordings. So like that, he comes and he sets right everything. Janmakar, what is the title of this? What is the benefit of knowing Krishna? Janmakar machame divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti. So Arjuna, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance, why has he come? See, as a child, we will not know, but from his feet, from the way he behaves, we should understand he's God. He can do everything. So see, this story everybody must be knowing, no? He is, like a motor maid, like, he used to be very notorious, right? So his mother, Yashoda, has tied him in the withrow. What is it? So that song is called Udara something. So there's a song is also there. I forget, that. Anyway, I forgot. Maybe August, September, we sing that song. Then he drives with it, and the Arjuna trees falls, and the people come out, and all that pastimes you can hear those stories and all. So he has all that. He has godly nature. He has the divine nature. So from that we can make out so many. Putana comes and she feeds him milk, and he just kills her. So many demons come and they try to kill Krishna, but then he's Kalia and all, you must have heard. So many, see, there is Krishna book is also there, Prabhupada ka likha hua. So you people can go through that also. So many pastimes of Krishna is written there. As like, to know about Krishna, you can read those books. So one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body means at the time of death. Death is for the body. So when we leave the body and go, the soul goes at the time of, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material. They do not. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in the material world. They do not take birth again in this material world because they have understood Krishna very well, and but attains my eternal abode. Who says this? Not Prabhupada or anybody. It is said in Bhagavad Gita itself. God has given that. So that assurance. So what we have to do? Believe whatever is written in Bhagavad Gita and start behaving. Just start understanding who is God and start having devotion and love for Krishna, and offer him and do bhajan, kirtan, learn everything, and believe his words and get out of this maddening life and death cycle. Yeah. Vitara agabhaya krodha manmaya mam upashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa putamad bhavam agataha. This is what, has anybody in history able to understand Krishna? Yes. Being freed from attachment, fear and anger, being fully absorbed in me and taking refuge in me, many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me. God himself is saying, it is not the first you people are going to come and inaugurate and the abode. No, there are many people who have followed this footstep. They've already reached the Goloka Vrindavan where God stays. So many persons in the past became purified by knowledge of me, and thus they all attained the transcendental love of me. They all reach the God's abode. And ye yat andya. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तां सतैव भजाम्यहं मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः. As all surrender unto me. This is very important shloka. All the shlokas are important, but certain shlokas are very effective. I mean, every time you remember this. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So, see, in ISKCON and all, they say just do japa. And after one japa, they say, okay, start doing 2 times. That 118 to 2 times. Then slowly increase until minimum 16 times a day, they say. So are we supposed to stop only at 16 and not do further? No, it is not like that. At least minimum 16 you do it. So 16, it will take some around 1.5 hours. Not continuously. You can do two mala one at one time after you do your work, and also just again some relaxing period you get, relaxing time you get. Again one or two mala you can do. So the whole day you can take and complete that 16 mala. But what happens is, you can keep doing even further, not restrict to 16 mala, not restrict to only one particular activity, nothing more. I muted all, no? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay. So as all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. So as you surrender, he is going to reward us. We are not going to, do anything just to thinking like, what God will be giving us. Let me do more puja and part and all. He is going to give us and something. No, you need not have to wait for that. He is already kept. He knows what to give us. Our duty is only to just do anything to please him. Do japa only to please him. Do all this bhog chadana just to please him. Whatever he likes, we have to do. All that, mawa, poha and all that. He likes milk products and all that poha and all that. He likes jaggery. Yeah, offer him, make some good items, and God likes those items. So offer him, take it as prasad. We can have it as prasad. So when you keep doing different variety of things just to please him, what he will do? He will reward us accordingly. This is very important. But though we may not have to, think of those terms, like then it becomes like, we are expecting something in return, which is not advisable. So everyone follows my path in all respects. Oh, so each one is doing, some people may be doing, they are interested only, sit idle and just be in japa. They keep doing japa. Some people like to go to temple as in a day, 3-4 times, they will go to temple, worship Lord. They do that. Some like to do more of yajna like that. Some like to learn too many scriptures. So anything you do to please it, that is what is written here. So accordingly, you will be rewarded. That is the underlying factor that only Bhagavan himself is saying. Okay. So who are all the true bhaktas? What is given? The 12 Mahajanas. So 12 Mahajanas, one slide I got, I just put today only. Brahma is the 12 Mahajanas, Maharathis we say like that. So Brahma, Shambhu, Sukadev, then Prahlad Maharaj, Narad, Janaka Maharaj, Kumaras, 4 Kumaras before, Kumaras, Kapila, then Swayambhuva, he's a Manu, Bhishma, then Bali, and Yama. These are all the 12 Jana. I don't think you should be getting question in this. Only level 2 you may have this question. Yes, I got the picture, so I thought of putting this. Okay, so what is the difference between the Lord and our body and Krishna's body? So difference between Krishna and us. So Krishna is eternal and remembers everyone's past, present, and future. He is Achyuta. He remembers everybody's past. Our past, how many janmas we have taken, what were we doing and what we had done earlier. Yeah, presently what we are doing, and our future also he may know. Each Each individual, not only human being, right from man to the elephant, he will know everybody's past, present, and future. But we are too, we are also eternal, but we are all forgetful. We don't remember whatever we had yesterday. What did you eat yesterday? Oh, wait, let me think. We'll say. We just forget. Our memory is very short. Krishna's form is permanent, does not change. It is avyayam. But our form is temporary. It keeps changing. Every year also you can see the change. Immediately you will not come to know. When you take your, so much of selfies we take nowadays, no? So you can find, oh, 2 years back, oh, was I looking so thin? Oh, I look so plump now. So you can find the difference in yourself. Like, so we keep changing. Our body keeps changing. Our form is temporary and keeps changing. Krishna's body is spiritual, appears by his own will. He swaicha. He has to just think he has to be born somewhere. He will take birth. He will just take a form and go there. But our body is material, appears by our past karmas. Whatever we are doing now, we will get a form in the next janma. Whatever we have done past janma, accordingly we got a the janma today. I mean this birth, we have taken a human form because we have done good deeds last birth. So that's why we are all formed as a human being. There's no difference between Krishna's body and soul. He's Advaita. So, but our body is different from soul. We know the soul is living it is there in our heart. Krishna is the controller of Maya. He's Ishvara. But we are controlled by Maya. See, this is the one. We are all controlled by Maya, but Maya can't control the Lord, because God is controlling them. He's super. And I think yesterday I had told you about this. No, the covering of this is the outer covering. Whatever you are seeing outside, the covering, that is the gross body, which is made up of fire, air, water, this and all. And inside this is a subtle body is there, which has mind, intelligence, and false ego. Within that is the soul, which is Satchit Ananda. So when the body dies, this body, the outer covering, the gross body falls. Inside soul and the Sukshma Sharira, that is subtle body, goes out, and this body becomes powerless. The gross body, it falls down. That's why we say dead body. We don't say dead soul. The body is dead. So the inside body, the Sukshma Sharira, subtle body, and the soul goes out, enters into any other new body. It can be deer body, it can be a cockroach body, or peacock body, or human body. Any body it takes. But at the last moment, whatever we think of very deep thought, we have to become, something. So there are stories about that also. We'll come to that. And our past deeds, all matters, and accordingly we get a form. Sorry. Yes. Next is still why people worship devatas. In spite of knowing all the facts, still people worship devatas. Devata is demigods. Kankshanta karmanam siddhim yajanta iha devataha kshipram himanushe loke siddhevati karmaja. No, God is saying men in this world desire success in fruitive activities. Everybody wants to achieve something. They pray, they go to temple, or they do some puja part, anything, but they have some desire behind that. There will be some motive behind them. Not that just out of fashion, just like, no, sabere uta, just I will do puja. Hardly anybody must be doing that. Some you may have something in your mind that, oh, I should get good marks, I should get good job, oh, I should get good money in the business. Some aim will be there. So they do all puja part, or the har chadana, doing namaskar and all that. So men in this world, that's what God is saying here in this sloka. Okay, men in this world desire success in fruitive activities. Whatever they do, they expect some return in that action. So that is called fruitive activities, and they have to succeed also. And therefore they worship the demigods. But what happens quickly, of course, men get result from fruitive work in this world. God has never said, okay, no use. Don't believe them. I will only bestow all the, good, what grace to you. No, he doesn't say that. You pray them, you'll also get good. Like Lakshmi Devi is for God giving money. She's been appointed to give money and all wealth. So she's the head of the department for that. Saraswati Devi is for knowledge. Okay. Some other God will be department head of some other bestowing some good things, right? So when you pray them, you will get those things, and God is also happy. You're also, God means those demigods are happy that you are doing so much puja, so they will also bestow all whatever they have, and we'll also be happy. So quickly, of course, men gets results from the fruitive work in this world. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam gunakarma vibhagashah tasya kartaram apimam vidya kartaram avyayam Now, this is a different topic altogether. According to the three modes of material nature. So, we have learned what are the three material modes of nature. It is Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. The moment the soul takes a body and comes into this world, the three gunas will capture it. It is like magnet and iron particle. It will just attract them. So, we cannot do anything without the effect of Sattva Guna or Rajo Guna or Tamo Guna. Without them, we cannot survive at all. We are helpless. Something, either Sattva Guna will pull us, or Rajo Guna will pull us, or the Tamo Guna will pull us. So all the three modes will keep on pulling us like puppets. We are in their hands. So God has created that four different divisions He has made on the basis of what? Guna, Karma, Vibhagasha. Vibhagasha is division. Chatur Varnyam means four different parts He has made. According to the three modes of material nature and the work associated with them, the four divisions of human society are created by me. Maya Srishtam. I have made that, the division. And although I am the creator of the system, you should know that I am yet the non-doer, being unchangeable. I don't fall into any of your category. So here, what are the four divisions? One will be a Brahmana by his guna and karma. He may be very good. He can read one line of the shloka. He will by heart. He can tell everything, the meaning, and he may be good in learning the shlokas and, scriptures and all. So because of his karma means he will be doing that job only. He will be teaching people all the shlokas and all that. And guna also, his character is also what? Quickly pick up those shlokas, and he's more inclined towards that. So he will be called a Brahmana. And not a person who is born in a Brahmana family is called Brahmana. It is never like that. But we, like fools, we are falling in this world. What are we falling? Oh, you are from which family? Oh, that Brahmin family. You are son of that. You are also a Brahmin. Oh, you have that Mujana. Now, then you are a Brahmin. What he must be doing? He must not be doing his Sandhya Vandan also, which is the most elementary thing of that. The twice born, the one who has a journey, is called twice born. He is supposed to do Sandhya Vandan, the Vandan not during Sandhya Kal, the morning Sandhya Kal. Sandhya is that, I said, no, that juncture period. That time he is supposed to do some ritual. He won't be following that. Drinking and smoking, everything he will be doing. But we consider him as a Brahmin because he's just born in a Brahmin family. But that is what we do we do here in this world, which is very much wrong. God has not differentiated that way. Are we saying we have a doctor, some family doctor, we just go for some ailment, dispensary is closed, we go to his house, so doctor is away, so his son will be there, so will you be taking medicines from him? No, because we know that his son is not a doctor, so he'll say, oh, your father is not there, okay, I'll come later. Why we don't follow that? Because we know the doctor's son may not be a doctor if he's not a doctor. So we don't carry the same principle there. And law, advocate son may not be an advocate. Chartered accountant son may not be a chartered accountant. We have understanding for all that. But otherwise, when it comes to this, when you that Kundali Milata and all that, then so he's a Brahmin boy. He's born in a Brahmin family, which is so much wrong. So here we say the four divisions of human society are created by me, and although I am the creator of the system, you should know that God is not a part of all this. So sorry. So one is Brahmin, okay, out of the scriptural knowledge. The other one is very this bold, and he can tackle any difficult situation. He will be leading a team like that, very bold. So he is called he has the leadership quality. So he will come under the Kshatriya group. The one, then some people are there who are very good in calculation. Or this material is available there, I'll buy it from that wholesale market, I'll sell it here on the double rate, I'll make this much profit, so much percentage, this you'll be always in the calculation. So he has the brain of what? Being a Vaishya. Vaishya means the business knack he has. The fourth category is he has no knowledge about, he doesn't have a knowledge about business, nor he's so brave, like, he can fight the enemy, or he will, he will take the leadership quality. No, he can't read scriptural studies also. He doesn't have that incline towards that. He likes to work. Whole day he will be working. So he is called Shudra. So nobody is below somebody like that. So each one is born out of their guna and karma. They will be born as a inborn quality they have, and accordingly they will be doing the work. So that is how the system is made. But here now a Brahmin will be working as a businessman, a Kshatriya will be working as a farmer. They will be doing all the whole day laborious work he will be doing. So everything has become ulta now. God has made for some other reason. But God is not involved in any of these things. Yeah. What is this? Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha iti mam yo abhijanati karma virna sabhadyate. There is no work that affects me. That's what is continuation of that. There's no work. See, we are all in this material world. We expect something to get. We want to get something. That's why we do some activity. But for God, there is no work which can affect him. He needs something for that. He has to do some puja, but nothing. He doesn't do anything with that. So now do I aspire for fruits of action. He need not have to do anything to get something in return. So one who understands this truth that God is such a person, he need not have to strive like us. He doesn't want anything. So one who understands this truth about me also does not become entangled in the fruitive reactions of work. Again, such person will not come into this vicious cycle of birth and death. He will be relieved of that. So you know the nature of the work. Yes. This I think we discussed yesterday. कर्मण्यो ह्यपि बोधव्यं बोधव्यं च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोधव्यं गहना कर्मणो गतिः. The intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Yesterday we did in detail, no? The intricacies, whatever we like this janma, the same thing we will be getting in the next life also. So be careful what we choose. This janma, this human form we have got only to please Lord. So we have to do that only. Apart from that, if we do something, we will be getting the same birth again. So it's like a downfall. So intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction. What is inaction? Any work involving God. Think of Lord and do any action. Think of Lord and give charity. Think of Lord and do your duty also. So when you do that, you don't attract punya or papa. That is what good reactions or bad reactions will not follow. त्यक्त्वा कर्मफल संगम नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि नैव किंचित् करोति सः. From this you can make out, it's like a ISKCON devotee. Okay, from his look only we can make out. So what he does, he just does some help. That's all. Is he going to expect anything when he helps somebody? No, he's seeing the laborious work. Say, okay, Baba, you be on the truck. I will remove that luggage. I'll just keep it down. All done. Okay, Hare Krishna. He'll just say and he'll keep walking. He will not expect anything in return for doing whatever he is doing. So abandoning all attachments to the result of the activities. You don't expect anything. That whose department? That is God's department. He will know what we deserve, and accordingly he will give. So ever satisfied and independent person who doesn't expect anything, any result for his activities, and who is always satisfied, ever satisfied, and who is independent, he performs no fruitive action, although engaged in all kinds of understanding. He will be working throughout the whole day. He will be doing some work, but he will not have any expectation the result of his activities, or he is always satisfied and he is independent. Such people will also not be born again in this material world. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. A person who is fully absorbed, like Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada used to get up at 2 o'clock, it seems. Hardly sleeps for 2-3 hours. Over. His whole day sleep is over. He is awake. And do what? Do bhajan, right? Bhagavad Gita, that meaning. Then Bhagavad he was writing. Then by around like 7, 8 and all, then give lectures on Bhagavad Gita, go for morning walk. Everything. And even in during morning work, he'll be talking about Krishna only. Always Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Even in sleep, when he's awake, always about Krishna. So such person who is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness is sure to attain the spiritual kingdom because of his full contribution to spiritual activities, in which the consummation is absolute and that which is offered is of the same spiritual nature. So such people will definitely, more than 100%, God is giving guarantee, right? Such person will definitely reach my abode. This is the last one. Tatvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti se te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So what we are supposed to do, to be like this, what are we supposed to do? Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. To be on this path, what we have to do is start learning all these scriptural things from a proper guru. How can you approach a proper guru? ISKCON type. ISKCON has got so many people to teach you. They're not gurus actually, but we all follow a parampara system. So no, either like you don't put your own mix of. I know what I thought. He will put no, that is not done here. So we follow whatever is taught by Prabhupada, whatever Prabhupada has written. And what Prabhupada has written, whatever his guru has written, has told, that same thing he has written in his books. So there is no this contamination of the thoughts or matter. So just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively. Tadvidhi pranipatina pariprashnena sevaya. Just submissively. Here it is shown Krishna and Balram are sitting and learning. Are they not knowledge enough? They don't they have a lot of knowledge? They have, but then when they have taken a form as a child and they're learning, they are in the Sandipani ashram. He's a Sandipani Muni. They learn all that 64 arts. Those days, it is not geography, history they learned. No, they were learning all that life-saving skills. So 64 arts they were learning. So you have to inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge. Such gurus will impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. So he must have seen all the, with his experience and with all this knowledge, he will impart the knowledge to you. So the first step is what? Approach a proper guru, which we have already done. You have all come to a very good platform, ISKCON, and you will be taken further. 1 month step, we can keep taking up further step and go up towards the Lord. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita So Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Chaturtho Adhyayaha. Fourth Adhyaya got over. Now the summary will read. Transcendental knowledge. The science of Bhagavad Gita was first spoken by Krishna to Vivaswan, that is sun god. Vivaswan taught the science to his descendants, who taught it to humanity. This system of transmitting knowledge is called the disciplic succession. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religion and a rise in irreligion, Krishna appears in his original transcendental form, untouched by material nature. What is the material nature? Sattva-guna, Tamo-guna. All these things will not affect God at all. It affects only a normal human being like us. Or any living beings, not human being, any living beings. One who understands the transcendental nature of the Lord attains the Lord's eternal abode at the time of death. Everyone surrenders to Krishna directly or indirectly, and Krishna reciprocates according to one's surrender. They're all each point is given. Okay. Krishna created a system called Varnashrama with divisions of social and spiritual life to engage people according to their psychophysical natures. By sacrificing the results of work to the Supreme, people gradually rise to the platform of transcendental knowledge. Ignorant and faithless people who doubt the revealed knowledge of the scriptures can never be happy nor attain God consciousness. This is what we learned today in 4th chapter. So we'll just say this Panchatattva mantra and we'll end this session. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just chant and be happy. That is our logo. So always you chant and be happy. So now Vaishnava prayer. I need to thank you all now for coming, and I'm just obeisances to you. So Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anandakoti Vaishnava. Remove the lock now, just 1 minute. 1 minute. Allow participant to unmute. Yeah, it is. You all can unmute. Anandakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Anandakoti Bhakta Vrinda ki. Loudly. Your neighbor should come. Your neighbor should come and think, what is wrong? But then you can say, no, you're learning Bhagavad Gita. Chalo, ho bhi aa jaye. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Haridas Thakur ki.
Jai.
Krishna Mahamantra ki. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu की और भागवत ग्रंथ की राधा गोविंद की पूरे प्रेमानंदे.
Thank you, Mathaji.
Hare Krishna. Just a moment. I'll just do this and